42 million Americans may go hungry as SNAP benefits are reduced.
As voting day approaches for Texas, do you know the proposed amendments?
And UNC's own Drew Mestemaker becomes AP's Player of the Week.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV Nightly News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Edison Stewart.
And I'm Alexandria Teeters.
The University of North Texas football team is heading into this week with a 7-1 record. Over the weekend, the Mean Green beat Charlotte 54-20.
And to add to bragging rights, the Mean Green received 11 points in the coaches poll and 4 in the AP poll. Our sports taker Jordan Lindsay joins us with more.
That's right. North Texas quarterback Drew Mestemaker is making national headlines. He set a conference record and won 4 national awards this past weekend. On Saturday night, the redshirt freshman threw for a record-breaking 608 yards against the Charlotte 49ers, the most by any quarterback in the American Conference. Mestemaker also won AP National Player of the Week, American Conference Offensive Player of the Week, the Madden Star Award, and made his way onto the Davey O'Brien Great 8 list. Now, Mestemaker and the Mean Green will face another challenge this upcoming Saturday against the undefeated Navy midshipmen. I have more on that later in the show.
Wow, that's just great. Thank you so much for that. Can I expect to see you at the game on Saturday?
You can see me at the game as long as the weather is not like last weekend.
Well, let's see if our weather anchor, Nick Stocklosa, has some good news for you guys. Nick?
Thanks, Alex. Today we saw our hottest day of the week. It is a warm 78 with some light winds. And later into tonight, we're going to see temperatures drop over 20 degrees to around 67 degrees. Alongside that, we're going to see a little bit more wind creep in, bringing us to 9 miles per hour. And tomorrow is a big day for us because we're going to see a high that is below 70. Although it may feel a bit warmer, we're at least finally going to see these more comfortable temperatures. And that is not a typo. Yes, we're going to see consistent wind above 20 miles per hour with occasional gusts bigger than that. But this is nothing compared to what's going on in Jamaica, which is currently under a mandatory evacuation as Hurricane Melissa has rapidly intensified over the weekend and is expected to make landfall Tuesday morning. The now Category 5 hurricane is expected to bring up to 40 inches of rain, 13 feet of storm surge, and 160 mile per hour winds, making it the strongest storm to ever hit Jamaica. I'll be back later in the broadcast with more weather updates. Until then, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Nick. As the government shutdown stretches into day 27, it's putting a strain on air travel. Airports across the country have reported more staffing shortages than usual, raising concerns about possible safety lapses. CNN's Jen Sullivan has the story.
Thousands of flights have been delayed this weekend as airports across the country deal with staffing shortages.
There's going to be a lot less people coming in as people are going to be running out of money.
Oksana Kelly is a TSA agent in Orlando. Right now, she's not getting paid because of the government shutdown. Yet she still has to show up to work because TSA agents and air traffic controllers are considered essential employees. But many are having to call out sick because they say they simply can't afford to pay for things like gas or childcare costs.
If I have nowhere to leave my kids, how am I going to come to work?
According to flight tracker site FlightAware, more than 5,000 flights were delayed Saturday. More than 500 were canceled. Many of those delays are being blamed on staffing shortages.
We've gone up as high as 53% of the delays have been because of staffing shortages. And that number moves every single day.
It's frustrating some passengers.
I'm flying today on sheer faith.
They probably just need to come to an agreement and reopen the government.
Since the shutdown began October 1st, more than 250 FAA facilities have reported staffing problems. That's more than 4 times the number reported during the same period last year. The longer the shutdown lasts, the more financial pressure it puts on these workers.
That leads to an unnecessary distraction. And they cannot be 100% focused on their jobs, which makes this system less safe every day that this shutdown continues.
Travelers are being warned to expect longer security lines and to monitor their flights for any changes. All of this with less than a month to go before the busy holiday travel season. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
On the heels of the shutdown, more than 42 million Americans are expected to lose federal food benefits known as SNAP on November 1st. And now the Trump administration says it will not use contingency funds to keep the program alive. The program helps about 1 in 8 million Americans purchase groceries. More on the story, NTTV News is reporting live at the UNT Food Bank as Alex Schwartz has more details. Alex, what can you tell us?
Thanks, guys. As the government shutdown is ongoing, around 4 million Texans are concerned about how they're going to be able to pay for groceries this November 1st. Many Texas-based companies now are filling in to help fix those problems. HEB has donated $6 million to help fund and help those in need to local food banks. While there have been political disagreements in Congress, both Democrats and Republicans are in agreement that this is potential loss of federal aid to top priority that needs to be solved. If you're hungry or in need of food, you can call 211 for the latest information on the SNAP program that gives resources to available food banks and various community resources in your area. You can also visit Feeding Texas website to locate your nearby food banks and pantries. As more updates follow up, we'll be there. Back to y'all at the desk.
With early voting underway, do you understand the new propositions? Coming up, we break a few down.
And why are Texas college enrollments on the rise? Stay with us when we have more.
This ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
What's up? Nothing much. I'm really bored. I feel like there's nothing to do.
Are you kidding? The MRTS picture show is happening.
The MRTS what?
Come with me.
Okay.
It's a series of free film screenings right here on campus.
And there's free popcorn. Nice. Thank you.
Week 2 of early voting in Texas began today. Voters are deciding whether to approve 17 proposed amendments to the state constitution. Among them is Proposition 1, which would allow for more money to go toward the Texas State Technical College system. The TSTC system cannot issue bonds to raise taxes, so supporters say that this would help ensure that it can build new facilities and close the skills gap in the state. Also on the ballot is Proposition 15, which aims to affirm that parents are the primary decision makers for their children. Parental rights are already outlined in federal law. There are some concerns that this measure would be used to restrict access to things like gender-affirming care for transgender minors. Early voting ends this Friday, the 31st. We'll continue to follow the issues on the ballot here on NTTV leading up to Election Day, which is next Tuesday, November 4th.
For those registered in Denton County, one of the propositions up for vote is Prop A, which could help fund schools in the district if approved. NTTV reporter Jackson Garrett Spring is at the Gateway Center to tell us more. Jackson.
That's right, guys. I'm here outside of the UNT Gateway Center to discuss a potential proposition for a tax increase. The Denton ISD Board has unanimously approved placing Proposition A. It's a 5% increase to maintenance and operations tax rate, bringing the total M&O rate to $1.2069 per $100 of assessed property value. The district has a budget deficit and needs the additional revenue to prevent further cuts to the program and staff. Voters will have the chance to go and vote on Proposition A in the upcoming November 4th election ballot. So go out and vote. With NTTV News, I'm Jackson Garrett Spring. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jackson. Many people have noticed the increase of new laws and policies in America, such as Senate Bill 12. I got a personal look into a Texas community to see how this is affecting their lives. Current data is changing as we speak and has yet to be analyzed.
Texas college applications are on the rise for first-generation students. In the past 4 years, the number of applicants more than tripled. That's according to the Texas Common App. Hispanic students lead the boost in first-gen students, and advocates say the change may come from programs such as free dual enrollment and requiring students to fill out the FAFSA form before graduation. New data from the Texas Higher Education shows enrollment at public four-year colleges increasing 2.7% and enrollment at community college increasing 6.1%. With the increase in college freshmen, the transition may be harder than expected. NTTV's Kyle Larson is going to join us with some more tips and insights to help us make the start of school just a little bit easier. Kyle, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Edison. While college can be an intimidating place, it should also be a place that's welcome for all. And what better way to make it more welcoming than to hear it from the new students themselves? Here's what I found.
I would say the best part about my first few weeks at UNT would be meeting all the cool people over here. There's a lot of people with cool style and just like complimenting each other in like the hallways and outside.
The events going on around, just walking around, UNT hosts some nice little they give out free items at least once a week, and I like those events.
The best part of the first few weeks is meeting a lot of amazing people. As a transfer student, I was really nervous to come to a new school and be left out, but I met a lot of cool people that made me feel included.
Of course, all good things come with challenges along the way.
I would say my greatest challenge adjusting is probably the commute here, just because it's a long drive from Plano.
Besides academics, I would say the parking is just having to reschedule my mornings to be able to fit in time to find parking has been my biggest adjustment besides academics.
As new students continue settling in and exploring everything UNT has to offer, there's one word they use to describe their experience so far.
Flavorful, because the food here is amazing. It is so good. And also everybody here, they got their own taste. It's a variety of people. You will definitely find friends here.
I would say interesting. I feel like every time I come to school, something interesting happens, or I see something interesting. So it's never a boring day at UNT.
And with their experiences, they share some advice that could help future Mean Greens starting their own journey here at UNT.
Advice I have for upcoming students at UNT would be to do your research, stay on campus as long as you can, and that's like the best way you can meet people and see interesting things happen.
The way I see it, the magic of UNT is how there is a place for everyone here. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Kyle. You know, Edison, the weather recently has really gotten me into the Halloween spirit.
No, me too, Alexandria. I'm just hoping we have some good enough weather to fit it within my Halloween plans. Let's head on over to our weather anchor, Nick Stocklosa, to get a full look at the forecast. Nick, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Edison. Today in North Texas, our average is 78. Graham and Stephenville are our only neighbors seeing temperatures above 80 right here and down here. And our coldest town is all the way down at 73, which is Paris up here. But Paris is not our lowest temperature. If we look at the state here, we can see that Oklahoma City is our winner with the lowest temperatures all the way down in the 60s. But as soon as you cross the border back into Texas, you can see temperatures come right back up into the 70s, with Amarillo being our coldest here at 72 degrees. And on the other end, we see our hottest temperatures right in the middle of Texas here in Austin, where it is 86. And now on to what you can expect to see over the coming days. Tomorrow is, of course, the start of our cold. We will have a high of 69 and a low of 47. Alongside that, 24% of the area will be seeing rain. And of course, that comes with the strong 25-mile-per-hour winds I mentioned earlier. Then Wednesday will be our coldest with a high of 62. And the rest of the week, the highs will be bouncing around just below 70, with Halloween being our warmest of those days at 69 degrees. Then on Sunday, we see our 70-degree weather come right back. And that is everything you can expect to see over the coming week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Nick. Wicked expense reports are in for this Halloween. Americans are expected to go all out for the spooky season, as experts say that sales are at a record-breaking $13 billion. This includes items such as candy, costumes, and decorations, and on average, Americans are expected to spend around $114 per person. That's a scary amount.
Well, UNT's own Scrappy the Eagle is hosting his creepy carnival on campus if you're looking for a way to celebrate the holiday while saving some money.
Our live reporter Aaron Erie is at the carnival to see what Scrappy is leading. Aaron?
That's right, you both. I'm here with the University Program Council at Scrappy's Creepy Carnival. I'm here with Jay, one of the members of UPC. Jay, what can you tell us about this event going on here tonight?
Well, this event is for UNT students only, so make sure you bring your UNT ID so you can get checked in. We have painting tote bags, we have carnival games where you can win prizes. We also have a blackout maze where you may or may not get scared.
Awesome. As you can see here behind me, they do have that grand carnival where you have the opportunity to win some prizes and treats. They also have a costume contest at 7:45. I'm going to dress up like a news reporter. Jay, what is your favorite event here at the Creepy Carnival?
My favorite event personally is the blackout maze because it's completely dark. You cannot see anything, so you might get scared and you might not.
Jay and I were talking a little bit earlier about what they do here at the Creepy Carnival, but Jay, why don't you tell everyone what your role is here?
My role here is a scare actor, so you might get scared by me, you might not. We'll see.
Well, check out the blackout maze. Come on down to Union Ballroom 333 and 314. You might run into Jay, you might not. Check it out. With NTTV News, I'm Aaron Erie. Back to you both at the desk.
Thanks, Aaron. Coming up next, a look into UNT's surprisingly fastest growing sport.
And we'll have more information on how to improve your joint pain. Stay with us.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DebtQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DebtQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.debtq.org to learn more. DebtQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Hey, Edison, have you seen any good movies recently?
I unfortunately have not. Midterms have just kept me so busy, but it's a good thing we have segment anchor Micah Talley in the studio to catch us up on the latest entertainment news. Micah.
Thanks, Edison. Fans are stoked to hear that Jon Stewart is staying on as host of Comedy Central's The Daily Show. Stewart returned last year to host Monday episodes and decided to renew his contract, which expires in December. And if you're a music fan, then things are getting just a little bit sweeter. Global sensation Sabrina Carpenter is bringing the Short and Sweet tour back to the U.S. The dates will run October 23rd through November 23rd, and you can check out on her website, sabrinacarpenter.com, to see if she's coming to a city near you. But she's not the only one making a comeback. Wicked is returning to the spotlight with Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good. Coming to theaters November 21st, the first movie made over $700 million worldwide, with sales expected to rise for the sequel. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really looking forward to following the yellow brick road back to the movie theater. That's all I have for you guys. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Micah. If you're experiencing knee pain, it might help to simply walk it off. According to a new study released by BMJ, aerobic exercise can reduce pain and improve movement for people with knee osteoarthritis. This is according to a new study released from the BMJ. The findings were based on more than 200 randomized controlled trials with 15,000 participants. Aerobic exercise consists of walking, jogging, cycling, and swimming. And if you're just starting to exercise, experts say aim for just 5 or 10 minutes a day. Roughly 1 in 5 adults suffer from some type of arthritis in the U.S.
Well, if you're feeling a little tired from all those exercises, you might want to take a break, maybe even by playing some casual video games. Or if you're feeling a little bit more competitive, check out the UNT esports team. NTTV's Alexander Sevier has the scoop.
That's right, Edison. The esports scene is growing. Just 5 years ago, roughly 450 million people were watching esports. By the end of this year, that number is projected to increase by over 200 million. This is according to the marketing website Demand Sage. And here at UNT, we have our own great esports team. NTTV's Aiden Cordina has the story.
When you walk into the Pole Rec Center, you're sure to notice the esports room right at the entrance. However, what most students don't notice is the passion behind the scenes from Dylan Ray, the director of esports.
Reaching a different demographic of students that maybe wouldn't have expected to be on a football team or a basketball team. But we're really passionate about something that meant a lot to them, and the university has essentially given us the resources to be like, hey, what you care about and what you're good at matters, and we're going to celebrate it.
Founded from scratch in 2017, UNT became Texas's first public esports program after a friendly agreement with Texas Wesleyan University.
I remember it was like, hey, so I know you're the first Texas program. Can our PR team call us the first public Texas esports program? And they were like, yeah. So that's kind of what we went with for our marketing.
Across the street at Chestnut Hall houses the Greenhouse, where all the action happens. Quiet at day.
Yo, who's betting? Who's betting my card?
But roaring at game time, where Dylan Ray continues to make a positive impact.
Honestly, by showing up to our practices, showing up to our games, being there to root us on.
From scratch and passion.
Be able to take something from literally nothing / an idea that was on a napkin and take it to where we are now. It's just been a really cool journey.
Overall, this program wouldn't be as good as it is if Dylan wasn't here.
For NTTV News,
thank you all for watching. We will see y'all later.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm Aiden Cordina.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so inspiring to see the sports team has built themselves up. If you're personally interested, then you should go to the Pole Recreation Center and check them out. That's all from me. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Esports are a great way to get involved on campus.
I know, and if you're looking to take that experience to the field, Mean Green Athletics have been on a roll.
That's right. Our sports anchor, Jordan Lindsay, has more on all things sports. Jordan?
Thanks, guys. UNC football is looking at another big game this weekend. I'll have the news after the break.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounced checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break.
No.
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroid can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and it's hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
After the Mean Greens win against Charlotte, they are now receiving votes in the national poll. The Mean Green beat the 49ers 54-20, moving them to 7-1 on the season for the first time since 1977. But their biggest challenge will come Saturday against undefeated Navy team that could result in another sellout game. If UNT wins this game, it would increase their chances of a spot in the AP Top 25, and they will move Navy out of the number 23 spot. The Dallas Cowboys headed on the road to face the Denver Broncos. The Cowboys struggled on both sides of the ball. Dak Prescott threw for under 200 yards and 2 interceptions. Denver's offense scored 6 touchdowns on the Cowboys' defense, giving them the 44-24 win in Week 8. Dallas will now face the Arizona Cardinals next Monday in AT&T Stadium. Game 3 of the World Series will happen tonight. After the loss in Game 1, the LA Dodgers bounced back in Game 2, tying the series at 1-1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto had a second complete game to carry his team against the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 2. Both teams will now try to break the tie in tonight's Game 3. Game time starts at 7 p.m. That's all I have for sports. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jordan. Halloween is creeping around the corner, and people are showing some creative twists on traditional decorations this year.
I know, I love just going around town and seeing all the skeletons. But listen to this, a Wisconsin man is decorating his house to celebrate America's upcoming 250th birthday. This is his 26th year of having a skeleton display, and he started extra early this year. Zam Zhao included the statue of Libonte, Uncle Sam, the Daredevil, Evel Knievel, and many more.
You know, all these skeletons really embody the spirit of red, white, and blue.
I know. So are you decorating your house this year?
Definitely, but nothing as extreme as Zam Zhao. That's too much for me.
Well, thank you for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.